It's Dad, horror movie Dad here, and tonight we're back with another D3. What's D3? Dad and Dinero discussions. Tonight we are going to discuss the movie Deathgasm. That's right. We've been gone for a few weeks, almost a month, I think. But we're back. K. Dinero, horror movie Dad, discuss movies. Dad and Dinero discussions. And there he is right there. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? Why don't you introduce yourself since it's been like a month, maybe more than what we've done this. I think we have to reintroduce ourselves.
Yo, what's going on? My name is K. Dinero, and above me is Horror Movie Dad, a.k.a. Dad Watches Horror Movies. And we will be doing a D3 right now, Dad and Dinero discussions. And we're going to be talking about the movie
Deathgasm.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get into it.
So for all those who don't know what Deathgasm is, it's basically like a horror comedy around, I guess, heavy metal and devil worshipping, I guess you could say, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about. It's on Tubi, and I think it's on Peacock, so you can go watch that for free.
For free.
Free.
And on Peacock, no, believe it or not, no commercials.
Right. No commercials
Yeah,
on
no commercials.
You got that Peacock.
Yeah, I got that Peacock.
That Peacock.
That Peacock.
Yeah, hey, do you like my old school shirt, bro?
Dude, yes, I love it, bro.
So it's backwards, so it actually looks like it says Satan right now.
Oh, it does. Holy shit. That's pretty smart, man.
It is. So anyway, to let you all know, this is not a Satan t-shirt. This is actually a Nodis t-shirt. And go ahead, I'll let the rapper explain who Nodis is below me. Go ahead.
Nodis is the group that Isham created. It's one of the original horrorcore rapping groups. I believe Mastermind, TNT, and Isham make all three of Nodis. And you know what, dude? I think I'm going to be in a Nodis kind of mood after this D3. I think I'm going to have to put in that www.com album.
Yeah, bro. That's a good one.
How good is that album?
That's their best album by far.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. I love that album.
You know, Male Dominance is still one of my favorite Isham albums, too.
That's one of his best, too. That one, yeah. I love.
I love that album.
Yeah. So, yeah. But anyway, Nation ahead of time and space, bro.
Yes.
I thought this shirt would be kind of appropriate for Deathgasm. Even though it's not heavy metal, it's still like heavy, hardcore, horrorcore rap, I guess you could say.
Absolutely.
So it kind of works.
Hey, can you see the guy in my background looks like one of the puppets from Puppet Master?
It does.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Is that one of them, or no, something that just looks like it?
No, it's just a Halloween prop, but he has exactly everything that one puppeteer or that puppet wears. So right. I figured I'd kind of put a little Easter egg in the background with half of a big jack-o'-lantern, of obese jack-o'-lantern.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see him now. The one to the right of it, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. And then I have the Bible up there too. It's not even mine.
Oh, that's perfect. You should put the Bible right next to the jack-o'-lantern.
Right. But yeah, now you can see the pumpkin.
Oh, there we go. I see him now. So anyway, we'll get down to the dirty. Deathgasm, released in 2015. Was my choice to watch this one. I received a lot of recommendations. Like at least 3 or 4 people recommended me to watch this movie, and it's been on my watch list for a while. And I thought it was appropriate time to now throw it on a D3. Never seen it before, so it's just not a rewatch for K. Dinero or myself. So this is first impressions right here.
Yeah.
Right. So Two teenage boys unwittingly summon an ancient evil entity known as the Blind One by delving into black magic while trying to escape their mundane lives. So basically, it is a heavy metal group trying to find their way, and they find some evil pages and play the music, and all hell breaks loose. And we can break it all down for a little bit for that. But Kenny, why don't you start us off, man, with something?
I really whoever directed this movie definitely had a lot of Sam Raimi in him. Once again, you know, the quickest way to conjure a demon is, you know, a spell written either in blood or in the Necronomicon or a black hymn that was tucked away in some fucking tweaker's house.
Right?
Yeah.
Some ex, what was it, an ex-heavy metal lead singer or something had some evil pages hidden away inside of an old record, and it was music to summon a certain deity or devil to rain hell on earth for the town, I guess.
Yeah.
Is kind of how it was. And you know what? I thought this movie was hilarious. There was plenty of funny scenes in this. I loved the band and how awkward they were, and the dorky guy with the glasses and then the bigger guy on the drums. It was good.
I'm trying to remember. I see, you know, now that we're trying to do our D3s a little bit more faster paced, I try not to write. I don't even write notes anymore, because I think if I write notes, we just deep dive, take a deep dive, okay?
Yeah.
I wish I remembered the names, though, of the band names before Deathgasm, because one of them was like something was something sperm. It was like start with an M. I forget what it was.
I wrote one of them down because it was my favorite. They were trying to figure out what their band name was going to be, and one guy said Murder Boner.
Oh, Murder Boner and Vagina Teeth or Vagina Fangs.
Vagina.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the other one was something sperm, like
Sperm.
it was like muffin sperm or some shit like that, or like some weird shit.
I like Murder Boner the best.
Murder Boner. Dude, did you notice that this director had a very big fixation on phallic symbols, such as a cock? I mean, I can't tell you how many times I saw a cock in this movie and how many times there was cocks drawn all over the place.
You mean chickens?
Chickens, yes.
Oh, yeah, there was a huge fixation on the male genitalia in this movie.
Yes.
And also something happens to some male genitalia in this movie, which hurts really bad to watch.
Yeah, that was a pretty brutal scene, man.
Yeah. So, but the practical effects were pretty on point for this, and the gore was there. I liked how they did not try to rely on CGI at all. So it kept it very authentic when it came to all the blood splatter and those weird demons with no eyes or mouths for eyes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. So, but I guess we'll take a step back and we'll say, you know, how did this start up? You know, what happened? So the main character, his name is, you remember his name?
Dylan?
The main character is
Devin? Dylan?
Was it Brody? Yeah, Brody.
Oh, Brody, okay.
Yeah. Brody was the main character, and apparently his mom his mom was a crackhead or something.
Yeah,
right?
You know what happened, right?
What?
You know what she did, right?
What'd she do?
She gave oral stimulation to a truck driver and got thrown in jail.
High tension?
Yeah.
That way? No. So Anyway, so he was sent to move to live with his cousin and his aunt and uncle, who are the aunt and uncle are basically churchgoers, and he's this heavy metal rock guy who wants to start a band, and his cousin and him are the same age. They go to the same school, and his cousin's a huge bully, and he bullies him along with a few other people, and then they form a band together, and they find this other guy to join the band with him. Do you want to explain the guy that
at the record store?
In the store?
Yes. Just basically at the record store looking for some death metal, and there so happens to be a person who's a spitting image of Brody, right? Is that his name?
Yeah.
And they end up, the guy says, "Hey, I'm Zach," and then they flash forward to like this ceremony where they become blood brothers, and they slash each other's hands, and they do this like devil shake,
Yeah.
and they decide to basically start a freaking death metal band,
Yeah. And so it's pretty cool. I don't know. There's just something about what happens in this movie when it comes down to all the band getting together and just their conversations that they would have, and just the things they would do, like when they made that music video, and they're out there in the forest making the music.
Dude, they look like a poor man's version of Kiss.
Yeah. Right. And what was the guy with the glasses who plays the keyboard? What did he bring out there? Did he bring a microphone stand, or was it a guitar that he stuck into the ground and he started going like this?
I from that scene, I just thought it was. I only remember he keeps asking. He's like, "All right, I need you to put your leg on the tree." He's all, "No, higher. Put your leg up higher." And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, and then the drummer was so sad. Like when you watch the video, like everyone's going crazy, and it's the fat drummer who's just like monotone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember the hand gesture.
He puts something in the ground while the camera's going, and he starts like backing it off. He's going like this, and the video, and the other three members like stop the video and like turn real and look at him like this, like, what are you doing?
Oh my god, dude!
That guy reminded me of Daniel Radcliffe for some reason, bro. A blonde-haired Daniel Radcliffe.
Dude, do you remember when he was getting a booger? Or no, he was getting a gum shoved up his nose in the beginning. That was hilarious, dude. I thought that was so funny.
It wasn't gum. It was his dye. It was the dice.
Oh, it was dice?
Yeah, it was dice.
Bro, and then they get super soakered they get super soakered by the bullies, and the bullies super soak them in urine. And then they say, "God damn, pissed on again." So it's happened before. It's like these guys are ridiculous.
Yeah, so after school they're playing like some sort of Dungeons and Dragons game or whatever, and the cousin who's the bully and his buddy, they kick in the door and they super soak them while they're playing. You think it's just water, and then one of the guy goes, "It's piss again." He says,
"Yeah,
it happened before."
Yeah, I know. I mean, hey, that's some serious thinking right there. They actually went to the bathroom, unscrewed the super soaker, and pissed in it. I mean, I know it's happened in real life, but that takes a lot of thought from, that's a lot of thinking, dude.
I can't stand bullies, bro. I can't stand that type of shit. So I'm always happy, like in a movie, when something like that happens, you always go, okay, they're going to get theirs. And he does, and we can explain that later.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll kind of get back to a little bit of the story. They're trying to make music, and they're all off key and off tone. They want something. They want to make music, and so like we said before, they went into that old rocker or heavy metal's house broken, found, and he was holding this record really tight and wasn't trying to let anyone get to it. And there's something special about it, and somebody was after him trying to get whatever that record was, and he gives it to this band, and the band has no idea. It just says keep it safe. So they open it up, and it ends up there's music notes in it, and it's some sort of riff.
And we all know it's every horror movie. It's like, don't recite anything that is on a strange piece of paper, because you know damn well something bad's going to happen. And what do?
All right. It ain't speaking it. They have to play the notes. So they start playing the notes, and lights start flickering, and they start like foaming at the mouth or getting in some sort of trance, and they're playing the notes. And they unleash hell on the town, basically.
I liked how the dad would like turn evil and then not evil, and like he would go like back and forth. Dude, you're right though. The practical effects in this movie are really good, because there's a scene where what's his name? What's his name again?
Brody.
Brody's uncle is possessed, and he has like a towel wrapped around his face, and he's like, "Don't take it off!" Blah blah blah. And they take it off, and it's like he has both of his eyeballs like on his his fingers, and it's like I just totally got Evil Dead vibes from this movie. Like they totally like, you know, what would be a summoned demon look like? You know, like, and they totally had the right mind state of when they were filming this. It's like, that's definitely a deadite, and it's a demon. It's a summoned demon. They did a great job. I liked it.
Yeah, they looked like deadites. I don't know. Have you ever watched Demon Wind?
Yes, a long time ago with you.
Yeah. Do you remember those demons in that movie?
God, I'd have to watch it again.
Yeah. So when you do, but they reminded me of a mix between those demons and the deadites. So
okay.
But anyways, this was way inspired by Evil Dead.
Yes.
Such an Evil Dead inspired movie. It's ridiculous.
Oh, dude, you know what was a funny part? And this is like sidetracking us, but
oh no, it's fine.
You know this movie is basically, it's horror / comedy. We know that. It's extreme gore, but it's fucking funny. I thought there was one scene when I knew this movie was going to be good, is when there's a scene where one of the guys tries to recover the pages with the lyrics of the demon summoning on it, right? And so he goes back to his boss, and he's like, "Hey, man, like, I can't find it." And then his boss is like, "Well, you're going to have to pay the consequence now." And these two fucking satanic people come behind him and like chop his head off, right? And like the blood is like spewing. It's practical. It's good. I was like, oh shit. And then he goes, it's so funny. He goes, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You just messed up my carpet. You're supposed to put tarp underneath before you cut off someone's head." He's all, "Do it again." I was like, what the fuck? Did he just tell these guys to do it again? And then the two people look at him like the same way we would do, like, do it again. And so they get tarp, and they put the head like it's almost on, and then they look at him, and they cut it again, and it rolls. And he's like, "Yes, that's more like it." And then he's getting a blowjob the whole time. Jesus.
I just like how they hold the head and they do like this and they go.
They look, yeah. That was good. That was really funny. I thought that was so funny, dude.
It was good. It was good.
So that's when you knew you were going into a horror comedy, you know?
Right. Yeah, I'm always a fan of a good horror comedy, and they're kind of hard to come by. You know, there's a few good ones out there, but I don't know. A lot of them are tough to watch sometimes because they don't have the comedy right. The horror is normally pretty good, but the comedy is just not right sometimes. And I believe they did it pretty well. And so after, hell gets unleashed, or actually, it gets unleashed, but it unleashes a little bit slowly. It's not like just take over. And it seems
You
like
have to play the song multiple times.
Yeah, it seems like just the adults were the ones who were turning into demons, mostly, right? So I don't know what it had to do, why it had to be adults doing it, but I just remember the one time he's in, was it English class or was it math class that he was in with that teacher who was like writing on the wall. He's writing, basically the teacher is at the whiteboard. That's what it is, the whiteboard. And he's
when he barfs on the girl?
Yeah, he's just drawing on the whiteboard going, like, Mr. So-and-so, are you okay? And he starts farting and everyone laughs. And after that, it's not fart anymore. He's got blood diarrhea.
Yeah.
And it's rolling down he's wearing shorts and it's rolling down. And everyone's like, oh! And everybody runs except for one girl. She's like
scared stiff. She's just like,
what happens?
And then he fucking he fucking does he goes full on exorcism mode and barfs blood. Like, I'm not talking just a little. This was like fucking blood projectile vomit straight to the face at like full blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I like that scene. That was a good one.
She wasn't even being held down. Why didn't she just move away? She just sat there in her desk. It wasn't like he was holding her and barfing on her. She was like, ah! I'm like, dude, get up.
Oh,
get up,
man.
run.
That was funny, man. Holy shit.
She sat there through 2 sessions of it. Like, he stopped and gave her like a good 5 seconds.
Maybe she's into that stuff, you know?
And again, maybe she's into barf stuff.
Yeah.
Barf blood stuff, maybe?
Not me.
A secret fetish? Another thing that stood out to me was one of the kills, or one of the scenes I really liked is when they went back to the I guess the mechanic. They went back to the car shop or whatever, and it was so it's not Brody. Is it Dion? I think
Dion, Zach, and then the girl, and then the fat guy, and then the blonde girl.
Yeah, so Dion is the other guy, the other rocker that Brody became best friends with, and his dad works as a mechanic. And they went over to, I don't remember why they went to his shop, but they went to his shop, and his dad, and this is the spot where you said he had the towel over his eyes.
Yeah.
And so they ended up having to fight off his dad. And one of my favorite kills was they kind of like knocked him over, and then they right underneath an engine block. They had a hoist holding an engine hoist holding up the engine block, and they cut the line, and the engine block just drops right on his head.
Flops on his head, just everywhere.
Close. And I love the way he says, he's like, man, he's like, my dad would have wanted to go out like this, is what he said. Brody looks at him, he goes, you mean your dad would have wanted to tear out his eyeballs and try to kill his son and then get killed with an engine block? And he's like, yeah.
Dude, okay, I'm going to tell you what my favorite kill scene was.
All right.
I have to say that this was a very funny scene is when Brody and Zach go to his uncle and aunt's house, and both of them are possessed. Obviously, Brody has the chainsaw. Again, Evil Dead, like total fucking, Evil Dead fucking inspired. You have a chainsaw. And it's the first time that I've ever seen someone defend themselves with dildos. And dildos and anal beads. They came out like ready to fight. Okay, let's just rewind this, okay? if I was in anyone's house, right, and I went into someone's room and I knew that there was 2 demons in the other room, there's no fucking way in hell that I'm using a large dildo and a string of anal beads to fend myself from 2 demons. Because they'll probably take those anal beads and those dildos and fucking use it against me.
Right. But how does his uncle die though, bro?
Oh, okay. So
his uncle, probably the best kill of the movie, bro.
So basically, Zach is ready to meet his ends, and it's so funny. He sees on the corner of the table another dildo.
Right.
And so he goes.
One of the ones that has a suction cup. So
yeah, it's on the table. It's on the table, right? Because the other one was like a double. I think it was like a double-headed dildo. Like there's like 2 helmets on each side, and they can fucking make it wobble and shit. But this dildo
they kept slapping. The funny thing is they kept beating
when I saw the dildo slap their faces in slow motion, just seeing it like wiggle was so funny. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is out of control. Okay, so Zach grabs the other dildo and basically starts face.
Are we talking about a porno here? Or are we talking about a horror movie, bro?
We're talking about a horror movie, dude. Dude, he takes the dildo and just shoves it in what's his name again? Braden, what the fuck is his name?
Brody.
He shoves it in Brody's uncle's mouth, so furious and so fast that he actually goes through the skull and rips off his lower jaw.
Hey, is that one of the best kills ever?
I mean, I have to say, I've never seen. I mean, that was just so like I couldn't imagine my mom watching that scene. If my mom saw that scene, she would be disgusted.
Imagine how awkward it would be if you were sitting next to her watching it with her.
I mean, I can guarantee you, I would never watch that movie, and I don't think my mom, just by the title, would want to watch that movie with me. Well, that was truly a deathgasm.
Yes, it was.
But, dude, it gets even crazier. It gets even crazier. Well, I'll let you explain.
Keep going.
Okay.
No, you keep going. I'm good.
Dude, I don't, I forgot to count because I'm not doing notes, but there's so many sex toys. And for being such a Christian family about how, like Satan sucks and this and that. Yeah. Dude, they have a lot of fucking sex toys, dude.
Right. It must be the undercover, bro. It's a front. It's a front.
So, Brody fights his aunt, right? And his aunt gets fucking chainsawed through the gut. But, a chainsaw through the gut is not going to fucking help. So, somehow, some way, Brody gets another dildo that's like a power dildo that fucking like spins. That spins. Yeah. And then he gets another dildo.
Dude, finding dildos like all.
I know. I'm like thinking wait, where did he get and then he takes both dildos and fucking shoves them both on each end of his aunt's head and literally fucks her brains out.
And they're still going, and they're vibrating, they're going, and they're twisting. Dude, she's sitting there like this.
That was so funny. Woo. Oh my god, dude. Damn. Fuck, dude. That was dude, just that scene. Just that scene. I mean, it was worth it, dude.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an excellent scene.
Could you imagine being the actor reading the script? Coming out the room. Bro, it almost reminded me of Was it Bruno? Yeah. Did you ever watch Bruno where he goes to the self-defense coach and he tries to like he's all, well, what do I do if I'm getting attacked by two penises or whatever, and like he has the dildos and he's like waving it in front of the karate instructor and he goes, I'd have to take it down, bam, grab it, pull it down, bam, done. And he, do you remember that part? Do you remember that scene?
Yes.
And the karate instructor's like, hella for real. He's like, I'm going to put my hand up right here. I'm going to take it, block the action, and then pull it down. And then I'm going to use my other hand, block that, and then pull it down. Sacha Baron Cohen is a fucking genius for that one.
Dude, I said, like you said, imagine the actress, like, okay, you're gonna have two vibrating dildos in your head, okay, and they're gonna be spinning, okay, and then you have to act like it's killing you, okay. And then the director's like, all right, you ready? Action.
Wow. I would probably say that the casting crew probably had a fucking, I would hope to say that they had a fun time filming this movie, because it always disappoints me when I watched a really good movie and come to find out that it's all real life actors who are in great movies that actually hated each other the whole time. And it's like, just trips me out. I was like, damn, it's such a good movie. How could you just not like each other? But you made it work. I could just see this movie being super fun. Like, you know, having fun the whole time doing this movie, dude.
Oh yeah. Another noteworthy piece that I liked was after all of the whole dildo killings happened, then his cousin opens the door. Do you remember that? His cousin, the bullet that's
and his cousin is not even possessed. He just killed that motherfucker.
Yeah, his cousin opens the door and he looks down. His parents are dead on the floor, and he goes, "Oh my God, what did you do?" And then Brody just chainsaws his head off. And
that was cool. That was I like the section that they used for his brains being cut out. Like, it was a nice, not like perfectly, sliced, but it was just enough where I think it's still got like underneath the eyes and the nose, and you see it flip over, and there's a lot of blood squirting in this movie too. Did you notice that? Like, it's a lot of squirting action going on.
Right. And his buddy says, what's his buddy's name again? Damn it. Dion says, he's like, why'd you do that? He wasn't even a demon. And he goes, yeah, he was. Cousin, it was like just the perfect get back for his cousin, just beating him up and teasing him and being a bully to him.
Oh, no, it wasn't Dion that. Zach said that.
Zach.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, wait, Zach was the other one, right? Zach was
Dion was the dorky guy.
He was the one I'm playing on the keyboard.
Yeah. And who's the fat guy? The fat guy really was not like he really didn't have a big part in this movie, dude.
No, but he was funny though.
He was funny. The girl was hot too. The blonde girl.
Medina
Yeah.
was her name.
Dude, and they always have every freaking movie. It's like you have the scene where it's like the boyfriend, the girl that has a boyfriend likes the protagonist, and they hang out, and the protagonist is like so fucking shy, and it's obvious that this girl is into you, and she's like, yeah, like, I want to get a tattoo, you should design it, I want to get it here, and it's like right by her boob, and it's like, whoa, and he's like looking away, and it's like, dude, she's like giving you signals, and then it's like, oh, or I want to do it right here. And then she lifts up her skirt and you see her leg, and it's like, bro, come on, dude. Don't be that lame. That's why Zach got some and you didn't.
Huh?
Remember, Zach got with her.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, so that was a whole thing too, and they started fighting at the end or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, and actually, this girl was the girlfriend of his cousin to begin with, of Brody's cousin. But then she liked Brody, and then what ended up happening was Zach ended up tricking her into thinking that Brody didn't like her. He slept with her or whatever, and so the whole like stab me in the back type thing.
And that's when we knew Zach was kind of shady.
Yeah, right.
But didn't we know Zach was shady from the get-go?
Oh yeah. He was, for sure. So, so what was the overall extravaganza, the end scene? I guess so what ended up happening is the demon came down to the town, and he needed to find a host, a dark host or whatever, to host his body, and so he can become, I guess, hell on earth type thing, mm-hmm. right? So where there was this cult that ended up showing up that wanted him to come to earth, and one of the I guess the leader wanted what's it called, the blind one? I guess that's what they called him, right? Did they call
I thought it was Agaloth or some weird name,
something like that. And she wants him to take over her body, but it has to be a living body. And instead, Zach kills her during the transformation,
and then
he goes into Zach, because he said the whole thing is that the blind one, or Abathroth, whatever, goes in
Abelbloth.
Abelbloth goes into the darkest human that he can find in the area.
Yeah.
So it ended up being Zach was the darkest one in the room after he killed the cult leader.
Mm-hmm.
So him, and he became the Afrox of the castle.
Dude, you know what he looked like? He totally looked like the devil demon guy from Legend, but with a blue face, not a red face. Remember the movie Legend?
Legend.
With Michael Fox, with Tom Cruise. Ridley Scott directed it. And there's this there's this demon guy. He's red and he has these horns. And he's got he's got this fucking, his face is like super, I don't know what the word is. His face is like, has very sharp characteristics.
Like the really big horns in the front that come out.
Yeah.
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Dude, Legend, man. You know what? I never even saw that movie.
What?
I'm looking it up right now on Letterboxd. Did I ever? Wow, I haven't seen this.
Dude, it's hella good, bro. The special effects are amazing.
How have I not watched this movie?
You should watch it when you get the chance. It's Ridley Scott, dude.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I've seen bits and pieces of it, because I know the devil you're talking about. But Tim Curry is in it too. Okay.
Yeah, he plays the devil guy.
Oh wow! Oh my god!
And Curry plays Pennywise in the original It, right?
Yeah, he does.
That guy's cool, man. I didn't know. Like, wasn't he the butler in like that Adam Sandler movie? Big Daddy.
Was he in Big Daddy?
I think he was the butler.
He was in Clue. Are you thinking Butler and Clue?
Look up Big Daddy and then see if Tim Curry's in it.
Are you thinking Mr. Deeds?
Mr. Deeds, yes.
No, that was somebody else. That was a different
what about Big Daddy?
Dude, he was what was he in, bro? I know what character you're talking about, dude. Man.
Natas.
Oh, dude, do you know TNT is no longer with us?
He passed away?
Yeah, dude, he died in a car accident like 4 years ago.
What?
Yeah, dude, Isham said it in on his album, like the album that came out like 4 years ago or something, maybe 3 years ago. He said it that he's like TNT died in a car accident or something like that.
Didn't we hang out with him like outside of? Yeah, we smoked with him, right?
Yeah, after the show in San Francisco.
Yeah,
And
that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, Ryan.
No, 22 years ago.
Ryan Sang was with us, dude, and then also T1 was there.
Wow.
From Game Insane, bro.
Damn, dude, he passed away. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Anyway, dude, I know what. Dude, he's a butler in something. Oh no, he's in Home Alone 2, bro. Isn't?
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, he's the hostess at the hotel.
Got you. Okay, I was wondering.
It kind of looks butlerish.
Okay, that's why.
That's a word. Dude, I gotta watch Legend, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised I haven't watched. I must have watched this when I was a kid because it's like that devil looks familiar. So.
Do you remember Tom Cruise with long hair riding a white horse? And then there's this one scene where he's in like in a creek, and there's water, and this like green goblin comes underneath the water, looks hella scary, and like he has to fight this like green goblin witch.
No, okay, I need to watch this.
Yeah, you do. It's really good, man.
I had to have seen it when I was a kid, but
I think if you watch it, you'll probably have flashbacks, and you'll be like, "Oh, I do recall this."
Yeah, I had to have seen this because I watched all those weird 80s, like late 80s movies, like fantasy movies. I watched them all when I was younger, dude.
Okay,
So
what science fiction movie was the movie where it takes place on another planet, and there's this white guy, and he has like this it looks like a boomerang, but it has these sharp ends on it, and he throws it, and like there's these fucking aliens that like they have these drapes, and like when they go to you, they cover the person's body and they eat the person, and like nothing's there but bones. Do you know what I'm talking about?
it sounds familiar. It's on the tip of my tongue, dude, and that's why I'm looking at my computer right now.
Is it Kroll?
Is it Kroll? Kroll is different, isn't it? I don't know if it's Kroll. Kroll is Croll, right?
No, Krull.
Krull. Okay. Oh, bro, you're right. It is Kroll.
It is, right?
Yeah, right.
I haven't seen that movie.
You're
So
correct.
I don't know why that movie just
Look
popped
at
up in
this.
my head.
Coming out with the knowledge today, bro.
Yep.
Coming out with the knowledge.
Maybe it's because I'm not having my seltzers today, and I'm just drinking water.
Dude, do you remember? Okay, I love how we're just going with old sci-fis now. Do you remember with Dennis Quaid, that movie with Dennis Quaid and that alien? And like they're
Mac and Me? No.
No.
Dennis Quaid.
Enemy Mine. Enemy Mine. Did you ever watch that?
Is there a reptilian-looking guy in that?
Yeah.
Is it the same guy that Lou Gossett Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that?
I got that knowledge, bro.
Dude. That
Did
movie.
you know Lou Gossett? Bro, remember how cool Lou Gossett Jr. was when we were in the 80s?
Yeah.
He was like
Junior, bro, with the mustache.
bro, he was like the you know how you had like all the action guys, like it'd be like the Golden State Warriors, right? You got like Steph, you got like okay, if we were gonna talk about 80s action heroes, right? Like movie stars, and we wanted to compare them to the Warriors, I would say Lou Gossett Jr. was like the Sean Livingston
He had to have some sort of role in it, right?
Yeah, but like Lou Gossett was like really tight, but you still had like Arnold, you still had Sylvester Stallone, you still had Chuck Norris, you still had like all these other guys, dude. Who would Draymond Green be?
He'd have to be like some sort of like a nitty gritty one of the actors, but not one of the main ones, bro.
Like
be Arnold. He couldn't be Arnold or Sylvester. He had to be somebody else, dude.
Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris, maybe, or Wesley Snipes.
Oh, that's a good one. But I don't consider Wesley Snipes like, you know.
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal, yeah.
Seagal.
That works. He's big. He was big in the 80s and 90s.
He was, dude. That guy was putting out movies like nothing, bro.
Dude, in every Steven Seagal movie, his family and his kids always get killed in the beginning, and it's his hunt for revenge.
And he always whispers when he talks.
Dude, I got Jesse Ventura is good. I got the one. I got the one. No, I was gonna say Jean-Claude Van Damme, but then the Warriors probably had what's his name? Pachulia.
Jordan Poole is Jean-Claude Van Damme, bro.
What?
Jordan Poole is
Jordan Poole. Okay.
Well, we got way off topic, didn't we?
Well, that's what we do, man. You know, we talk about a movie and at least we're not like diving into the movie and fucking saying every fucking thing that happened, you know? So I think it's better this way, dude.
Yeah, me too. We don't need to just narrate the plot, dude. We just give our opinions about everything and what parts we like and go off on.
Yep.
But let's do our final review on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Since I chose the movie, I got to go first. And so overall, great practical effects. It's a horror comedy, and it works really well. Like you said, it's way inspired by Evil Dead.
Way inspired.
A lot of gore. I love the characters. I didn't have a problem with any of the characters. I'm gonna, you know, it surprised me. Like I was going into this kind of thinking, oh, okay, you know, it's not going to be anything great. And I'm not going to say this is great, but I'm going to say this is good. And I was going to go with a 3, but I'm going to go with a 3.5, all because of the whole like dildo murder scenes.
All right.
I got to give it another half star just for that alone. So I'm going 3.5 out of 5 stars with this one.
I agree to an extent. I'm gonna give it a 3. Overall, cool movie. It was funny and it made me laugh, and very good practical effects. And yeah, man. What can I say? I was entertained. I watched it, and I wasn't like, you know, sometimes when you watch boring shows, you end up going on your phone and then you like miss something that happens and you have to rewind it. I didn't do it on this, so yeah, dude, I give it a 3.
That's good. I had it as a 3 going into our D3. I really did. But then after talking about those murder scenes with the dildos and the sex toys, it just bumped it up a notch for me, just because it was just a funny conversation. It made me like the movie a little bit more than I probably would have if I didn't talk. So that's kind of the reason why I upped it a half star. But I think that's a pretty good reason to up it a half star. Right?
Yeah, I agree. Dude, before you go, speaking of Evil Dead and, you know, whole Sam Raimi influence, I just got done watching Doctor Strange, and let me tell you, I'm not. What's that?
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but let me tell you, dude, that movie has everything that you would want Sam Raimi to put in a movie, but he was able to do it in a freaking Marvel movie, dude.
it's crazy how Sam Raimi, like, he does like these absurd horror movies, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, because of Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, we'd like you to direct Spider-Man. But how did that even happen? You know what I mean? It's like,
Hey, you know.
you did so well in Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. We want you to direct the new Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, and it's Doctor Strange.
Hey.
It's like it's crazy how they just jump into that.
There's a lot of Easter eggs in the movie.
That's what I heard. That's what a lot of like all the horror fans and stuff on here and on all the other social media networks are always saying, that, you know, a lot of horror fans will like it. There's a lot of Easter eggs in there from his works within the horror community and stuff like that. So
and this is the first Marvel movie where you see blood, dude.
Okay, and
so lots of it.
So Disney's stepping it up a little bit, huh?
They did what they did, and you know, all I'm saying is that there's a few scenes where no one's safe, bro, and I was quite shocked with the stuff that they were able to get away with, and I'm kind of curious to see when like if they're gonna have a director's cut version, because I know they will, because I heard that I think they cut it down to like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think it was like 2 hours and like 40 minutes, like the original one. Yeah, the director's cut, right?
Yeah.
So all I gotta say is, if you get the chance to see it, if you bring the kids, just let them know that, hey man, like, it might be a little scary. So
they'll watch it. They watch all those.
Okay.
And so I'll sit them down and they'll watch it. It's cool now. I'm starting to select certain PG-13 movies for them now.
Okay.
Depending, you know, how I feel. So, but yeah, they'll watch that too, because they love all the Marvel stuff, and we've been watching them all in order. So I'll definitely, once that's available, we'll be watching it. Cool, bro.
Very nice.
Yeah. So, any last words, bro?
I had Raising Cane's before our live, so that's usually I have my seltzers, but if I have a full meal, there's no way in hell that I can guzzle down seltzer after seltzer, bro. I have to have a calm stomach. If I have a full stomach and I'm fucking shoving seltzers down my face, it's not a very good combination. And have you been to Raising? Oh yeah, we went to Raising Cane's after camping. Shit.
Yeah, that was,
bro. So my girl has never had Raising Cane's, and so finally today, after watching Doctor Strange, right? I was like, fuck, man. I said we're gonna go get some food afterwards, but it's like, dude, like, I'm stretched on time right now. And I was like, hey, why don't we just go to Raising Cane's? You haven't been there yet. And then, bam, we went there. Dude, man, that food is so good, bro.
Hey, they're pretty bomb-ass chicken tenders, bro. It's all
I will say Popeyes still is my favorite.
Okay.
But dude, the crispiness of the tenders. Oh, and the best thing about it, okay, I've gone to Chick-fil-A many times here in Manteca, and don't get me wrong, I like Chick-fil-A. You know what? But I've gotten their chicken strips a few times, right? And when I bite into the chicken strip, it's hot, don't get me wrong, but when you go to fucking Raising Cane's, when you take one bite of the chicken strip or take a piece out of it, there's steam still coming out of the chicken. That's what I'm paying for. That's what I want. I want that hot, crispy chicken, man, and they got it.
Let me go like this.
yeah, right. But it's so good.
Yeah. Good call, bro. Well, all right, buddy. Good D3. Thank you to everybody who joined us. And if you didn't see the whole thing or whatever, don't worry. It'll be up on IGTV in the next 5 to 10 minutes, so you can rewatch it again. and I will post it on my other social media networks.
Guitar Vic says Steph is Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. That's fine with me. That is fine with me. The General. All right, Kenny. Good to see you, bro. We'll be doing this again soon, so stay tuned for our next D3 and Kenny's choice next time, and we'll see you later. Stay creepy. No.